I put a little birdie to spy on them.
Welcome to this video looking at the newest merc on the block. It's Amy. This French recon is all about sniping, spotting, and another word beginning with S that means line of sight debuffs from a bird-themed throwable object. I couldn't think of one either. Her design and character, as is always with Dirty Bomb, brilliant. The tone of her speech, her accent, her insults, they're all top draw. There are many AAA titles that don't do this stuff half as well as Dirty Bomb seems to manage. Her default loadout features everyone's favourite long-range spam cannon, the PDP, but she also has access to loadouts featuring the Felix and Grandeur. I was a little disappointed that there are no more close-range options such as the Dreiss, but as sniper, she must seemingly remain. All her loadouts feature pistol secondaries. There are no machine pistols here. But let's not get me started on how much BS it is that Vasily has access to those. Amy has 90 HP and is quite fast moving, a more agile feel to the current sniping options, that's for sure. Her ability is the Snitch device. This small tweeting object sticks to almost anything and will spot and debuff enemies, that's 25% more damage, in the radius around it. This is line of sight though, so think red eye spotting, not Vasily heartbeat sensor. Another thing that's BS, but more of that salt later. So you throw the Snitch in a sort of long-range arc. It seems to glide more than it's simply thrown. This means that being close to the location you want to place it is best. It also means that you can't be super accurate and sneaky at very long range. This is actually more important than it might seem, but more of that too in a minute. The idea of a debuff, in this case making people affected take more damage for a short duration, is quite an interesting one. In fact, it's pretty much exactly what I wanted from Thunder's concussion grenade in my last merc video. On the whole, I enjoyed playing Amy more than I'd imagined. I'm not naturally a sniper, but spamming PDP against debuffed enemies was good fun, well, for me at least. And although I wish there were more strings to her bow in terms of less snipery weapons, I enjoyed the freshness of the new mechanics. So if you like Red Eye, but wished he had more ability, utility, be a woman, and have a French accent, then Amy sounds perfect for you. But hold on, this is YouTube, so now let's focus intensely on the downsides. The primary problem with the Snitch device is its placement and visibility. Often it lands in a position that's seemingly impossible to find, but allows it to spot, debuff, and generally live out its life in almost total safety. Just check how objects that don't block gunfire also don't block the Snitch. Try throwing one into a tree or bush. I bet the enemy never notices it, but it'll spot and debuff anyone who runs past. So the fact that you can hide the Snitch, which isn't easy to see when it's in place anyway, it doesn't glow or ping on the minimap, means you rely on the game's feedback in terms of sound and hit markers to locate this troubling little swine if the enemy team has an Amy. And let's be clear, the feedback players get in Dirty Bomb is underdeveloped. The debuff feedback is a small audio cue, a text countdown in the middle area of the screen, and a small logo near your health. No gradual fading HUD elements, no shrinking bar to let your peripheral vision read the state of the debuff. We have counting text. Hit markers for being stuck by the Snitch are small and in the middle of a match almost impossible to use in conjunction with audio cues to identify its location, unless it's been stuck in a stupidly obvious place. But let's not pretend this is a problem new with Amy. I've started to make videos a number of times about how bad DB's spotting system is. The lack of feedback and the frustration caused by knowing the whole enemy team can clearly see where you are is a horrible player experience. It's like playing against people cheating with wall hacks. The next time you're spotted, but in a safe area, just stop and try and find the source. Is it a Vasily heartbeat sensor? Well, what direction is it in? Can you even see it? Should you stop moving that way? If you're flanking, well, you were just spotted. And let's not pretend the maps are big enough to outflank the spotting area as well. And remember, he can throw another one in 17 seconds time too. So my last issue with the Snitch is yet more spotting. In a game about fast movement and high tempo gameplay, I can't quite tell you how much DB doesn't need yet another way for the enemy team to have a precise fix on your position. It kills flanks, frustrates, and leaves players impotent to battle the whole system with poor levels of feedback. So, should you buy Amy? If she sounds like someone who suits your playstyle, I say go for it. I certainly had more fun with her than I expected. The main problems I have with her position in the game are really limited to playing against her. The snitch ability is fun to use. It feels like there's some skill in throwing it into ideal spots from a distance. Plus, surprising people with a debuff, spotting them and then peppering them with boosted PDB is enjoyably ruthless. So, thank you very much for watching this video. Thinking about doing a video about the new Rogue on Vogue event too, so do speak out in the comments if you'd like me to look at that. If you enjoyed this video, why not give it a thumb up? Maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button as well. It all really helps me out. You want to follow me on Twitter? I'm at LCTRGames. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.